Welcome back. It's Entrepreneur Sunday on BNC. Each Sunday, we shine the spotlight on the brightest entrepreneurs across the country. And tonight, we caught up with a natural hair diva who's creating and serving curls for the girls. TSHIKUKA unveils her natural curly hairline. MUSHIYA, thank you so much for joining us for Entrepreneur Sunday. We're happy to see you.
Thank you so much, Brittany, for having me.
And you look beautiful, as I told you already. So, MUSHIYA, take us through your hair journey and the launch of your Runway Curls empire. We want to know all about it.
Oh, that's so wonderful. Well, the most recent is the launch of our baby naps, which was super amazing because I created baby naps wig in the middle of the pandemic because I realized that the salons were closing, and even though the salons were closing and we were isolated and recluse to staying at home, women still wanted to look pretty. Women still wanted to get their hair done. Women still wanted to embrace their natural hairs and not wear the straight hairs that were only available at the beauty supply stores. So what I did is I created the baby naps unit, or the baby naps wig, which actually looks just like our hair, which has edges that replicate, as you can see, I'm wearing one. That replicates our actual edges and our curls and our hair texture and our baby naps. And when I created this, people from all around the world were ordering like crazy. Like, I did not expect it to go crazy overnight. I thought maybe 48 hours, but not 24.
Well, you know what? We all love our hair, so I am not surprised by that. But walk us back a little bit about, take us back to how you created this idea in general. How'd you come up with it?
The idea of baby naps or the idea of Runway Curls?
Of Runway Curls, like your journey to starting this hair business, period.
Oh, wow. That's like so long ago. And I started this because, once again, all of the hair companies that existed for a long time were geared to making Black women look like everybody else but themselves. And what I wanted to do was create a hairline that actually embraced the very thing that makes us beautiful and that makes us unique, which is our kinky curly hair. So I created Runway Curls to embrace kinky curly hair texture. I don't have any bone straight hair in my line at all. I said, if we're going to wear extensions, no problem, but let it look like the hair that grows from my mother's head, my sister's head, and my daughter's head, period.
And why is that so important for us to embrace like the epitome of who we are?
It's important because that's who we are, and we have to love who we are, and who we are is very beautiful, and the only way to do that is by loving and accentuating ourselves.
Yeah.
For years, Black women have tried to look like the other girl, like the white girl, for years. And we needed people like myself to create opportunities for women to actually feel beautiful in our own kinky curly texture. A lot of women would tell me, MUSHIYA, only you can wear that. Only you can pull that off. No, okay? Everybody can. It's not just me. The reason I can pull it off is because I have a belief in my beauty. And you can pull it off the moment you have a belief in your beauty and the belief in that what those textures that God gave you are amazing. And I think that it strengthens ourselves as a community, because when we teach our women to love themselves, they now teach their children to love themselves. We now teach our men and our boys to love themselves. And we start just being stronger as a community.
That is so
it's
true. Yeah, that is so true. I mean, you touched on this a little bit. You talk about the variety of hair textures, the colors. I looked on your Instagram and I saw beautiful pictures of those wigs, or those units as we call them. You talk about how they blend well in our hair. Tell us more about that, your new line that you just recently created, and also your decision to build the manufacturing site in Haiti.
Yes. So as I was saying, the baby naps, not only do they blend with your own hairline, but there are also a lot of women who don't have a hairline. They don't have edges. Why? Because of a lot of things that they've undergone with their own hair, trying to have white hair. They've, lost their edges, have no edges, whatever the case may be. And so this wig is amazing because literally what you see here, Brittany, I have edges, mind you, but they're underneath my wig, okay? I left no edges out. I literally am using the baby naps from this wig. So this wig just became, I guess, a huge phenomenon because it allows women to be able to feel like they have their hair back, for those that who don't, and for those who just want to protect their edges and keep it underneath their wig, they can still wear a wig that looks like it's growing out of their scalp. And to answer your second question, why we decided to go to Haiti to manufacture these wigs, super, super important. First of all, as I said, within literally 48 hours, we were, the sales that were coming in until now were just incredible, and we couldn't even keep up with it. So I went and I hired a whole bunch of stylists and I trained them, and I'm like, we got to be able to keep up with the demand. And I couldn't get them to produce fast enough. And as many as I trained, it just wasn't working. And a lot of the Chinese people came to me, so many people came to me and asked, let's be a part of this. We want to be a part of this. But I said, no. I said, Lou, where can we go? And we said, let's go to Haiti. He's from Haiti, and we wanted to take this industry back into our hands. There are too many amazing things that we have in this industry that we don't benefit from. And I wanted to be able to give jobs to our own people. So it is super powerful to me that we were able to take it to Haiti, where the people that are making this wig look like us. We are providing job opportunities to these people and putting food on their table through the money that we're making with baby naps.
Wow, MUSHIYA, that is so amazing. I love that. You know, what advice would you give to any other Black women who are interested in starting a business like this? You are such an inspiration.
My advice is do it. Fear nothing, because it is not the lack of fear that allows me to be this successful. It is to just ignore that fear. It is to believe that at the end, I will make it. It is the persistence. It is the determination. It is the belief that regardless if you are different or you're the only one who is seeing the vision, you just keep pushing through and you let no one stop you. Because everything different or everything new is different until it's not. And I don't fear that. I just do it.
I love that advice. Well, lastly, people got to know, because you talked about protecting these edges or covering them and all that good stuff, because that's what Black people talk about. Where can we find you? Where can all of our viewers find your wigs?
Our wigs can be bought internationally. We ship worldwide. They can be bought on runwaycurls.com. And then we also have a boutique here in Atlanta, Midtown Atlanta. And we're also putting the baby naps and the other Runway Curls products in a lot of different boutiques nationwide, internationally. So if somebody is interested in wholesaling or distributing, our opportunities are endless. Don't play with me.
I love it. All right, MUSHIYA, well, we want to thank you so much for joining us for Entrepreneur Sunday.
Oh, thank you so much for having me. It was such a pleasure speaking with you, Brittany.
Same here.